Um, plus 10 defense against spells. I do like that. But yeah, other than the second chance, this ring can kind of go. Huh. Because I can upgrade. Okay, not enough materials. I need it's Audra Dragon Scale. Okay, I don't have any of that. Let's. An Audra Dragon Scale. Yeah, I need a lot. I need a lot of Audra Dragon Scales, and a lot of emeralds apparently. What do you do again? Armor has a minus 50. Oh, minus 15% arm. Oh, just to test this out, quick save. Currently has minus 50 armor percent. Now, if we go ahead and enchant it, I'm gonna go to you. Does it say anything anywhere? Huh. I'm not entirely sure how that works. Not entirely sure how that works. But I've got the rings I wanted, so yay. But yes, I think I do want to get. I think I am gonna get that +3 resolve helmet. So that way, the +3 resolve ring that he has can go to somebody else. Say, her. So she can have a slightly better defense and better stats, actually. Slightly. Actually, you know what? Oh, right. He carries many. Oh, wait. He carries many scars, unique heavy armor. Didn't he have like a helmet? Yes. +2 athletics. Oh, and but she won't be able to wear it. That's okay. That's unfortunate. As for you, nah. Let's go look around a little bit more before I like go heavy into spending. See if he has anything new.
Mila, where have you got to this time?
This woman looks at you like she's used to hearing bad news. She shakes her head and holds up her hands before you can even begin. Look, you can tell Hammond that I ain't seeing Mila all day, and besides, he ought to keep better eye on his shop if he don't want little uns poking around. He folds her arm and plants her feet wide. Mila, I think you've mistaken me for someone else. Oh, I didn't recognize you. You're the one who opened the battery, aren't you? Rose looks both embarrassed and nervous as she stumbles over her words. It's just that my daughter, Mila, she spends time over at Hammond's tent. It gets underfoot. She shrugs as exhausted and exasperated. Figured he sent someone over to complain about her again. But you aren't here about her, huh? You don't know where your own child is? She backs away like she's been slapped. I didn't say that. Unable to look you in the eyes, her gaze darts to the ground, her cheeks flushed with embarrassment, but it's hard to keep track of her. What with all the commotion around here lately? Hard to keep track of her? What kind of mother loses her own child? Rose's eyes narrow down into slits, the edges brimming with water. She swallows hard and slowly exhales before continuing. She's been out for quite a while now. That's nothing new. Still, I can't help but worry that she's gone and gotten herself into some trouble. If you could keep an eye or two open for her while you're in town, I'd greatly appreciate it. I'll make sure she's not in any trouble. Well, thank you. Everyone is so busy these days with the mines and the forge opening back up again. It's kind of you to help. I have a few questions. I need something. Is there something, someplace Mila likes to run off to? She often takes off to Hammond's Emporium. Has a problem with looking at things instead of touching them. Hammond's been on my back for the past few days to keep her away. Might her father know where she's gone? Please don't worry him. He's in enough trouble at his job already. And truly, all of us appreciate what you did, opening the battery back up. Folks like my lodger are making good money patching up all the damage out front. Please don't set his mind spinning about where Mila is. He's Mila's father. If she's in trouble, it isn't right to hide it from him. And I'm her mother. A wrinkle of annoyance creases for her forehead. I know you're trying to help, but I really think it's best not to distract Lodger while he's working. Oh, my honest wasn't high enough. Oh, well. All right. It's okay. Oh, well, that's fine. I guess we'll start with this real quick. There's a little girl, Mila, that comes around here. I heard she's been causing trouble for you. She's out of control, though I suppose one can hardly blame her, what with the way her own mother always screaming at her. No, it's this kind of situation. Bad parenting. He leans across the counter and speaks to you in a conspiratorial whisper. I mean, where do you think the little rascal learns that kind of behavior? Okay, that's a little rude. Only person I've ever seen give her a proper talking to is that wild woman who loiters by the huts just south of here. Aska, that's her name. I don't know what it is about, but the girl's eyes were this big. He curves his hands into circles as large as goose eggs. But I suppose someone's got to do it. I told the girl's mother I'd be speaking with Mayor Tarfos if I caught her picking around my shop again, so I guess it worked. I guess we need to go talk with Aska, or... Yeah. I heard you scolded Rosie's girl. Or Rosie's girl? Asuka cocks her head, thinking for a moment, then she begins laughing. You know what that girl did? Snatched a whole chicken from Gref's Rest raw. I told her I'd better not catch her thieving again, but I was trying my damnedest not to laugh. Funny kid. She wipes a tear from the corner of her eye. But it's got to be rough on her, you know? Her old man's working at the battery, and he's one absence away from getting fired again. Okay, that'll explain why her mom was trying to not have us inform the father. Blaze's only reason Lodger still has a job is because Wenger's softy beneath us. Wenger's a softy beneath all that soot. But Mila, she showed up at the battery the other day and nearly got him sacked. Since then, I've seen her keeping to herself, spends a lot of time at the temple, come to think of it. Things may have quieted down some with the ogres lately, but there's been no shortage of new troubles. Okay, so now we need to go to the temple here.
This is going to be fantastic. Just wait till they hear.
Oh. This is different.
Oh, come on! Stupid sword!
Angrim nods at you and smiles in recognition. Ah, the Kinder of the White Forge. We owe you a great debt for the industry and faith you've restored here. Welcome to the Temple of Abaddon. I heard Prose's girl Mila sometimes comes here. He smiles kindly. She usually sits just there by the forge and draws with some of the charcoal nubs. Our poor girl's lonely. The only other children in town are a few years older, and the others that would have been her age were all hollowborn. Ooh. What do you do here? I lead this temple and guide the acolytes in matters both spiritual and mundane. He indicates the forge and anvils. Worshippers of other gods pray or meditate. We Abaddonians venerate our god through the act of smithing. Our doors are always open and our forge always alight. How may I help you? This used to be Temple of Undra. He tilts his head to one side, back when this was a dying, forgotten place. But the clerics who tended it left, as is customary their goddess. Yeah. About. Good riddance? Oh well, farewell. Okay, Wild Milam. Having a new shopkeeper. Okay. Hasn't seen Mila, but he saw Aska scold her. Aska mentioned Mila doesn't seem to have a lot of guidance. Her father, Lodger, works at the Dragon. We got in trouble recently for visiting him, and she's been hanging around the village temple ever since. At the temple, Mila likes to sit by the furnace and draw. He worries that she's lonely without any friends her own age. No, nothing? Okay, so let's go in here and see what our good old buddy from the Gress Rest has to say.
Thanks again. I'll be gone just as soon as the weather clears.
Heard the big news. There really isn't anything you can't do, is there? This will do so much for Stalwart. You can see it in everyone's faces. We've got...
Hey, you're back. Thought we were done with this place. We certainly thought we were. Turns out, new Humar is a bit of a piss heap. Well, that and Stalwart turned out to not be so bad after a while. You know, army scuffling over the battery aside, read Andres. Handful of memories dart across your mind like startled fish leaving indistinct images and sounds in their wake. For a moment, you are overwhelmed until one particular recollection tugs at your senses with stubborn force. You, or Endred, or both, kneel on a stone floor held between two men. The man pacing in front of you wears the armor of a Crucible Knight, and you feel Endred's half-hearted contempt for him as if it were your own. You feel Endred's triumph too when the knight comes just close enough for you to spit blood onto his boots. The memory slips away from you, and you find yourself back in the... Read Brightwind's Soul. The whiff of salt and brine is in your nostrils before the room has even faded. The ground heaves beneath your feet, and a spray of ocean water roars over the railing as the ship heels under the wind. The ship shudders violently, and you are thrown against the railing. At that moment, you find your gaze pulled into the pitching surface of the dark sea, and see there are an eye, broad as a shield, gazing back at you in turn. Fear and fascination sweep through your mind even as your senses recede. Yeah, I thought I ordered ale. She might have brought me the dishwater by accident. Besides, or maybe on purpose. You can never tell. Oh, what brings you to Stalwart? Hey, bud. Well, I represent a group of investors from Defiance Bay who are attempting to establish a trade agreement with Stalwart. Before they're willing to commit to any agreement, they want to have the town assessed, make sure it is as prosperous as people are claiming. That's where I come in. She takes a long sip from her mug. What's your assessment of the town? There's certainly a lot of coin changing hands, but whether this is simply a short-lived boom or something that will persist long-term remains to be seen. So you really found the White Forge, huh? I hardly believed that at first, but I've never seen Renin Guild so giddy about anything. Oh, well, thank you.
Please, someone has to do something.
Piss off, Kern. I got enough problems.
Decades I've lived here, we've worked and drunk together, and not one of them will lift a finger. The dwarf's face is damp and blotchy. His outburst seems to take something out of him. He sags his lined features, showing his exhaustion. I'm sorry, I've no heart for conversation. I'm sure someone in here will drink to your health. No one buying you a drink? If only that was it. If I hadn't come in the night, if I'd gone home instead. I've done something terrible, and I'm not sure I can fix it. And the neighbor of mine, Hattie, we've never gotten on the best of times. With this land dispute, losing half my property, things have gotten out of hand. Go on. I was drowning my sorrows here in the end. There was a stranger, Sylvestin, obviously from out of town. We got to talking. He's all smiles, says he's a paladin, that he'll sort Hadi out for me and get my land back if I give him the week's wages. I didn't know he was a bleak walker, a madman. I was half drunk, thought Sylvester meant he'd speak on my behalf, but is scared into Handi, not kill him. I tried to call him off. Once I realized, he laughed, said that doesn't happen. Please, you've got to help me. Nobody else here is willing to take him on, even for the coin I'm offering. You're one of the Paladin yourself. You wouldn't let this happen, right? Hadi doesn't deserve this. I'll make sure Hadi and his family are safe. Thank you. You're a good man. Hadi lives out east in Whitestone Hollow. Please hurry. Anything new with her?
Something I can do for you?
Nope. Nope, nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, we can still go see Thirsk, see how he's doing. You came to tell me about the battery. How you've gone and done the impossible. You have my respect. That fortress has been haunting us for ages. A shared dream nobody could get their hands on.
Thank you again for saving us.
Oh, well, you are welcome, sir. That's it. Aw.
The iron flail has folk.
Is it true? I saw the lights from the battery. Did you really open it? I can't believe it. I was sure I'd never make this route again, but who knows what rarities will come from those hills. Such an exciting time. Show me what you have for sale. Do you have anything different this time around? Fragment of whale's eyes. I think I looked at you again, but anyways, grants mirror image when hit by a critical hit. Need a 2nd level wizard spell. And nope. Ring a buckle, ring a deflection, +2 enemies needed to the flank, +2 perception. Huh. I could get that. What are you? Oh, right. Oh, I mean, I could give that to Eder. The ultimate hat of alluring perfection. +2 might, +2 con. With a -2 int, -2 resolve. I was thinking about getting this hat, but I might not actually. It's okay. This though I might be interested in grabbing. But I think I'll hold on. Run from air, they said. It's an easy job, they said. I should have stayed in the mines. He notices you approach and his eyes widen. Zircon, what brings you back to Stalwart? You're always welcome here. What was that about negotiation? About a negotiation? There's a group of merchants from Defiance Bay interested in a trade agreement with Stalwart. Their representative, Nesta, is staying at the Gref's Rest. I've been avoiding her because I have zero experience with treaties and contracts and all that. I was a miner, not a diplomat. Maybe you could talk to her on my behalf. As mayor, I'll give you full authority to negotiate on Stalwart's behalf. Whoa! What makes you think I'd do any better than you in negotiation? You're the hero of Stalwart, the man who reclaimed the White Forge. Of course you do better than me. Why not just hand me the bill of... Actually, no, do not hand me the bill. All right, I'll talk to Nesta then. How's Stalwart these days? We've rebuilt. The western palisade is fixed, and some fancy merchants set up shop where Katie's house used to be. He gestures at the temple. We've also got a proper temple to Abaddon again. Never understood why the Andrites stuck around Stalwart in the first place. Oh, I don't think I've ever been in the mine. If it was even open at the time. It's okay.
No, please! You've got the wrong man! I don't remember any of this!
Quiet! We'll get the truth out of you soon enough. Take him away!
Woman Ismay, a stern-faced woman approaches you. Her already impressive frown is only emphasized by her slight underbite. She folds her arms. Hold on. There we go. Be careful where you wander. These mines are still crawling with all sorts of pests. We haven't been able to clear them out yet. Of course, you have experience with that sort of thing, I hear. Guess we have you to thank for opening the battery. I'm Ismay, the foreman. We've been keeping busy around here since the battery's fires were lit. A little busier than I'd like sometimes. What's going on here? Things are hard enough around here with the local wildlife. Last thing we need to deal with was a murder, of all things. Tell me about this murder. You probably saw Gamel getting carted off, found him by the body of another miner, Samuth. We've lost quite a few miners recently. Most just vanished. Samuth's the first corpse to stick around. We may have caught Gamel, but we haven't been able to find the bodies. You know, if anyone can help us put all this to rest, it's you. I'd like to be able to give these miners' families some answers, even if it's bad news. All right, I guess I'll look into it. I appreciate the help. We certainly need it. I have a few questions, though. About those missing miners. Did you find anything out? Tell me about Gamel. Don't know him so well. Certainly never pegged him for a killer. I'd say you're better off questioning him yourself. See if he'll tell you where he stashes the corpses. God, people are just so quick to assume. What do you know about the victim, Samuth? Poor Samuth. His body's up at the up tunnel to the east. Folks say you've got a knack for making sense of corpses, like the Dunrid Rose swords, right? I want to ask you about something else. Boop. Why are these mines so important? The demand for ore has gone up since you opened up the battery. Everyone wants their own shiny piece of Durgan steel. The thing is, the battery was hit pretty hard by the tremors. With the battery mine collapsed, we're the only game in town. How are the mines holding up? Tana did most of the work of whipping this place into shape before I got here, but she's getting on in years. In the end, she felt it was better to hand things off. She still drops by occasionally to make sure the works are in order.
You see Gamel?
How could I miss it? Looks like he went swimming in Samuth's blood.
Blazes. Never would have pegged him for a freak.
Let's go look at the body first. Oh, these guys. Oh, these guys. Hello. Hi, friends. And have at it. Wow, I'm thinking these guys actually have a good amount to kill.
Steady does it.
Oh, that was weird. Anyways, risk tolerance, and Nesta is waiting for me inside of the Grefts. I'll have to meet with her to start the trade negotiation. Okay. Whispers in the dark. Oh. She suggested I start by questioning Gamble, who is being held in the foreman's quarters just left of the entrance in the mines. Oh, well, I suppose I might as well do that first, I guess. Whoop. Quick save. And now to